Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo, senior editor here at thecoalition.com, and I'm back again with a brand new unboxing and impressions video for you guys to check out here on the channel. We're going to be taking a look at the SCUF Vantage wireless or wired gaming controller from SCUF Gaming for the PlayStation 4. So big shout out to the SCUF Gaming for sending this over to me. They actually sent this the next day after they told me that they were interested in me checking it out. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this controller is all about. I got to see something like this, the Xbox One version of the controller, over at E3 back in June, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about. So let me put this over here, of course, stay on brand, see what's going on with this. This actually should be like that way. So there's a lot of different features here. Before we even get to open to it, as you guys can see here, there's so many features, a bunch of different stuff. It's actually customizable. You could actually mess around with some of the parts, and it's got a bunch of different like levers and little parts and sections that you could, you know, switch out and kind of mess around with, you know, to customize your overall experience with the controller. On the back here, just to run down a couple of things, we got a paddle control system, we got sax buttons, we got quick access for e-mapping, we got customizable thumbsticks, trigger control settings, interchangeable magnetic faceplate. There's a lot of stuff on here. Audio touch bar, removable vibration modules, high performance grip. It's wireless, Bluetooth for the PlayStation 4, or you can go wired, okay, which is pretty good. It's got ergonomic shape and all this other stuff. And again, it keeps going on. But basically, this is a pretty good, pretty damn decent controller, it sounds like. But let's take a look and actually see for ourselves. So let's open this bad boy up. Look how awesome this is. This guy gives you a brief introduction to your innermost performance with the controller. So let's remove this. Just showing this here. It was actually right on the top over there, but just to open this up, just to kind of look at it. Okay, it's a quick guide. Talks about, you know, the different modes, USB, was it wireless, the face of the controller, the back of the controller. Audio touch bar. Okay, so yeah, the bottom of it, you could actually touch that and use that to control the volume of your headset, which is pretty interesting. It's a little hard to see here. It's, again, a little bit bright, but pretty neat overall. And then it's got all these interchangeable parts like I mentioned beforehand, a whole bunch of different stuff in here. But let's actually take a look at the controller. I'm actually going to put this bad boy up here just to see it. Here's the controller. Whoops, I don't want to pull out the faceplate. I actually want to pull up the controller. Here we go. Okay, so I actually got to pull this out just because it's really stuck in tight there. So there's this precision air control, this little section here that you could actually pull out of here as well, which, or actually no, I'm going to pull this out and then you got to pull out the separate section. But this right here is the SCUF controller. It's pretty interesting, the SCUF Vantage. Feels very good. It's got this removable, I guess it's got a removable, oh no, that's the faceplate that's removable. So I'm guessing that's what pops up right here. So this is the faceplate that comes right off. You can see here, and you could get different ones to customize it with. But just to look at the inner guts of the controller here, you can see the inside has all these different stuff, things that are removable. You can remove these little sections here. It's pretty interesting overall. But I'm actually going to keep that in there for now, just to keep things, you know, fresh and situated. Let me actually make sure it goes in the right way here. That way it's snug in there. There we go, snug. But there you go, that's the SCUF controller. It's got the Vantage little sections on the back here. Very similar to the Astro gaming controller. If you guys remember, I looked at the C40 a while back that it had the little levers on the back here. This one has 4 of them. So I'm guessing you could customize each one of these, you know, in order to do like jumping, you know, sniping, you know, scoping, shooting, and all types of different stuff. And again, let's put this back on here. Again, I'm gonna keep the removable little plastics on here just to show you guys the controller offhand and stuff, because there's more inside the package here. Just to put this on here, it snaps right on. It's magnetic, so you can pull it out whenever you want at will. There's a lot of different little plastic little sticker things on here just to prevent it from actually getting greasy or anything. And it's got the SCUF branding on them. And I'm guessing like some of the other customizable parts are in the package right here. But overall, just feeling this out, you know, messing around with it, feels pretty good. Okay, it feels a little bit sticky because of the adhesive that was on there before, but that'll probably come off very, very soon. Overall, it just feels very good. And again, this is the touch bar for the audio. Controller buttons feel very good. The PlayStation button feels good. The triggers feel very good. I can imagine playing Overwatch with this. It's pretty nice overall. Now the decal on here, it just got a little lion with an ace on here. I don't know specifically if that's for anything like specific or anything of a sort. I have to look it up to make sure. Maybe it's just like a random. Actually, no. Okay, here we go. I can see now. This is the Pro Syndicate version. You can see here it says Syndicate. It's the actual Pro Syndicate faceplate. So if you guys don't know who Pro Syndicate is, he's another esports player, professional gamer. So they did a partnership with him, showing the the Pro Syndicate, I guess, logo and things like that. But again, you could put different faceplates on here if you don't want the Pro Syndicate stuff. But again, you're probably a fan of Pro Syndicate as it is if you get this version of the controller. But let's take a look inside the rest of the stuff in here. Let's pull this bad boy out. There's a lot, geez, there's a lot in here. So put this on the top here just so I can put it on the side. We got customize your experience. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. We're gonna open that up in a second. And then of course, we have the case. So let me open up this case to see what the case is all like. Very interesting. We got USB cable with a nice cable, I gotta say. And it's got the little wrap on here that says SCUF Gaming. Nice cable, I like this. That's pretty good. And then inside here as well, open this up. I'm guessing this is where you could put, like, again, your thumbnail, your thumbsticks, your buttons, or anything of the sort you can actually put in here and put it snug right inside the packaging here with your USB cable probably, or pretty much. I don't think necessarily you would put this inside here. You would put the controller inside here, and then I'm guessing you would put this on the top like that, so it says SCUF Gaming. Just try to, you know, again, get a little practical here, and then close it like that, and that's what the controller will be inside. So, and then the USB cable, I don't think you would pack the USB cable with you. You probably put it in like your bag or something if you're traveling and stuff. Though I love, in all honesty, being real with you guys, I love these cases for the custom controllers. I know that the C40 has something similar to it. It has its own branding and stuff. This one's a little bit differently designed. It's not as bulky or big compared to the C40 controller. It's got more of like a actual shape to the controller itself. So not as much like surface area that's kind of like taking up space inside your bag. But let's open up these bad boys because there's another one in here. We actually have this right here, open, learn, perform. So we gotta see what we could do here. Let's open this bad boy up, see what's inside. Okay, open it up. Guessing this is the reading material. You know, the quick start guide material. Yeah, this is exactly what this is. The quick start guide material for the SCUF control. Oh, and we actually have stickers. Interesting, because I love getting stickers like this. I actually collect them for all the different things that I work on or, you know, make content on. So this is a SCUF Gaming safety information. We don't really care about that. We care about this stuff, however. This has a whole bunch of stuff related to the controller itself, what's in the box. So what you're getting in the box completely, just to run through this, okay? You're getting the controller, you're getting the case, you're getting the 10-foot high speed brand micro USB, which is basically this thing right here, a USB connection. You're getting also the 2-foot long dome thumbsticks, you're getting the 2-foot long trigger cover, or 2x trigger covers, the anti-friction rings, the control disc, the SCUF key, the manual, the guide, the quick start guide, and the sticker pack. Okay, so yeah, pretty much everything that you need for this controller, and it even has little cross sections related to them. So all the different stuff that you could customize for the controller itself, all the extra little reading material, and the case. So pretty good overall. Let's just like skim through all this here. It talks about the controller setup, all the different stuff you could do. Was it feel every heartbeat, every movement? You know, a lot of different stuff. Benefits. It talks about the buttons and remapping the switches and the the little buttons on the back. It's pretty good. Has benefits, features of all the different types of buttons and the way that, you know, some of the actual triggers and the and the control analog sticks feel. Pretty good overall. Very nice. You know, again, just skimming through it here. Additional features, what do we got here? Additional features, we got the magnetic faceplate, which we looked at. We got the audio jack. We got the reset button. We got the removable vibration module. So that little thing that I was looking on the side of the control, that's for the vibration. So you could actually take those out if you don't want them. And of course the audio touch bar, which is what we checked out before. So we'll probably take a look at that stuff later in full, you know, just when I connect it to my PlayStation 3, just to check it out and try it out. But let's also check out this thing here. Let's see what's inside here. Okay. We have a box. We have a box. We have confirmed a box. But inside the box, okay, because there's like a thing that we could slide out here. Okay, no, it's gonna open, it doesn't slide. Okay, so this looks like, okay, yeah, this is all the different extra buttons or the extra analog sticks and the triggers that you could customize with them. So they all have the SCUF branding on them, and they have the different, like, again, L2, R2, etc. The analog sticks, the big analog stick, etc. So that's pretty good. This is interesting. I like, personally for me, if I had to choose one, which is probably why the C40 controller has a much more bigger, bulky case, is that they actually put that inside the case itself, so you could actually travel with it inside something like this. So imagine if these had a little section inside of them that they could actually stick onto there, and you could take it with you just by bringing the case. But in this case, you have to bring the extra analog stuff with you in your separate bag, which is, I understand, I get it. Again, it's cool, totally fine. I don't think that's a negative against it, but it's a little bit different, you know. But again, you have that, you know, with this, and you get a sleeker design with the case itself. So overall, if I had to give my overall impressions of the SCUF gaming controller, again, this is the Pro Syndicate version of, or collaboration, I should say, of the SCUF Vantage. I say it's pretty good, but however, we of course need to test this bad boy out. We actually need to test it out in some games. I'm gonna probably boot this up with my PlayStation 4 right now. All right, so here we go. I'm looking at the SCUF controller right now, the SCUF Vantage at the current moment. We're gonna be checking it out with my PlayStation 4. I actually have it connected via wireless, and I'm gonna go through the steps with you guys now to change it up to, Bluetooth mode, which is wireless, because we have it on the wire now with the USB cable, and it's pretty standard. I'm already controlling my PlayStation 4 on my dashboard here. So there is a couple steps that you need to do, unfortunately, with the SCUF Vantage in order to connect it via Bluetooth. So it's a little bit annoying. I do get it, but it is, again, something that you need to do in order to make sure that you can connect it. So the first thing we got to do is that we have it already connected via the controller, via the USB, I mean, onto the PlayStation 4. We're going to connect it via wireless. So what we have to do is there's a couple switches on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly on the controller here, but there's a USB and a Bluetooth mode, and we actually got to switch it to Bluetooth here. Then we have to actually press the button to connect this on here. So the controller's disconnected, so I'm not able to control it now. So with another, with another controller already connected to the PS4, I have to connect it here, and then go to the devices section. Actually, go to my devices. Bluetooth, where is it? Sound devices. I gotta go to, I gotta go through the settings. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go through the settings in order to connect it. So device settings, devices, where is it at? I'm trying to find it down here. Devices, okay. Then you have to press the PS4 Bluetooth devices. Then you have to press the PS4 controller on it. So I'm trying to see where is it at, because I see a bunch of Bluetooth devices that are on here, but it's not connected. Right there, using a controller. So device settings. PS4. Press the PS1 controller to activate it. So if I disconnect this, if I disconnect the controller and actually activate it on now, I should be good, right? Because there's a bunch on here, but I'm not seeing anything go on. So I'm putting it onto Bluetooth right here. Put it on. Okay, I'm seeing this here. That's a TV. That's a whole bunch of other stuff on my on my TV here, but I'm not seeing anything happen with the Bluetooth device here with the SCUF. It just is weird, because normally what would happen is that it would actually detect it on the PlayStation 4 pretty easily, but it wouldn't necessarily go through all these different steps. I never had to do this with any other controllers, including the C40. Okay, so I'm going through the steps again, just making sure. Slide the wireless, okay, the Vantage, to the right, which is what I did already. Using another controller already, connect to the PS4. Select devices, setting device of the PS4 system menu. Here's what we did here. We're on the Bluetooth devices, we're on controllers. Again, nothing still. Okay, I'm on the Bluetooth devices. I'm seeing it here. Okay, so as a connector devices, press the PlayStation 4, but press the hold the share button. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple extra steps you got to do. So once you press that, you have to hold the share button. Just hold the share button on the PS button simultaneously on the light. So the light bar begins to flash. So I'm doing that right now. So the light bar isn't flashing as of yet. I'm trying to make sure I'm holding it both at the same time. Still nothing. Not sure. Hold on, let me check. The other one here, still not. Okay, there we go. Finally, they actually had it reversed here. Okay. What is it now? Place the controller, PlayStation 4, and wait for the SCUF controller to appear. Right here, it's flashing. We're still waiting for it to see if the Bluetooth device. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it pops up. Okay. Then we click on that. Okay, using controller. Okay. Always use the connected controller. Select SCUF controller from there. Okay. Still going into this. Trying to make sure that we go through it. If you want to register SCUF controller as a Bluetooth device, hit yes. And then there you go. So the SCUF controller is now is now our main controller that we're using. Okay, so now I'm using the SCUF controller for my controller. So now it's wireless. So there is a couple extra steps you got to go through. Again, this is my own personal experience from what I've done with other controllers. I have yet to do something like this whatsoever with any other Bluetooth controller for PlayStation 4 that I've had as of yet. I haven't done this with any of the DualShock from PlayStation themselves. I haven't done it with any of the, off-brand, like third-party controllers that I've done from other companies. I haven't done this with the Astro Gaming controller, the C40. This is the first time I actually had to go through the steps with the SCUF. Okay, so as of right now, the LED light is on, it's showing blue. It's pretty much all good now that I'm actually controlling it. So even now, messing around, it feels pretty good to use this. I'm actually just going to boot up a quick game just to see how it feels overall. We're actually going to go to just a regular game. Again, we're going to go to like Street Fighter, just real quickly. Again, at the Street Fighter 30th anniversary. And as it's booting up, and I'll talk to you guys, again, this might be a little bit of a longer video, but overall, so far, my impressions is that set up wirelessly, there's a lot more steps than most other controllers. But other than that, it still feels pretty good to hold the controller. Even now, just messing around with it here on camera, just, going like this, seeing what I could do, pressing the buttons. Everything seems pretty good. And the design of the controller, I don't think is pretty bad. Like, even now, I'm just like pulling off a little piece of plastic. Feels pretty good. And funny enough, again, I don't think you guys can make it out here on the camera because it's so little unfocused, but there's little kind of like little tiles on the touchpad that say SCUF on there, which is very, very interesting. So, gonna go into a quick game just to see how it feels. I'm gonna go offline, just go to the arcade, just do something really quickly. Again, this is a classic game, so it's not really a modern game per se. We're just trying to mess around with this, see how it feels. Yeah, just go into there, pick like a Ryu, just again as something standard to see how this plays out. Just so I can show you guys moving my hands on the controller. Again, so it feels pretty good. Just trying to do dragon punches and everything else. Feels pretty good overall. So I gotta say, again, outside of the extra steps you have to go through in order to, get it set up, it's still pretty good. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so that right there is my impressions of the SCUF Vantage PlayStation 4 wired and wireless controller. Again, the version that I have right now that I was sent by SCUF is the Pro Syndicate edition. That's a collaboration between Pro Syndicate and SCUF Gaming. But that's just my opinions and thoughts on the controller. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Tell me, do you guys enjoy these unboxing and impressions videos? Do you guys like the controller? Do you have your own thoughts about it? Put it down below in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for the Koalition when you guys can as well. And I will talk to all of you again very soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.